Good morning and welcome to the Scoreboard, your morning report. Interestingly enough, this is the start of week number 9 of streaming this show live Monday to Friday. Exciting week in the weekend in the hockey world, so let's get right to it. And the less exciting things, transfers. One of note here, if you take a look at the Blackhawks, they've assigned forward Buddy Robinson to Rockford, their American Hockey League affiliate. If you remember, Buddy played with the Nepean Raiders with Pete Goulet there. That takes care of the transfers. NHL scores: Toronto 3 over Nashville 2, Boston 4 over Carolina 3. It looks like the Leafs have finally distanced themselves from Tampa Bay. Monday night, Florida Panthers are in Ottawa. A lot of friends going up to that game, and Montreal is in Buffalo. Buffalo's probably technically their last kick at the can for this. We haven't taken a look at this in a while. These are the hot 15 last 10 games. Look at this. Connor McDavid has slipped 1 point behind his teammate Leon Draisaitl, but a trio of Leafs have made the lineup here. Mitch Marner's been in for a while. Austin Matthews making his debut in several months. 8 goals, 8 assists in his last 10 games. Not a bad production. And the captain, John Tavares, 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points in his last 10 games. John Tavares, I was reading the other day, scored 72 goals in the OHL as a 16-year-old. Not bad at all. Okay, so the Q season wound down on the weekend, and looks like Halifax finished with a healthy 37-point lead in their division. Let's hope that they don't stumble when they hit the playoffs. Their first round against Cape Breton, first game Friday, second game Saturday. Cape Breton is in Halifax for both those games. OHL scores on Saturday. Peterborough finished off their season with a 4-2 win over Mississauga and ended up with a bit of a lead over Hamilton, so they didn't lose that placing to Gavin White's former team. So the OHL action, playoff action will be getting underway. That's quite a scramble in the East. Out in British Columbia, Salmon Arm finished off their season with a pair of losses. 4-3 in a shootout to West Kelowna on Saturday, and then on Sunday, Penticton V's down them 4-2. Ryan Gillespie. We'll keep following those guys to see how Ryan and his Silverback do in the playoff series. Couple of interesting things if you check out. I noticed on the Providence website they've got 6 players are in the portal. You know, that's a request to transfer. And if it's your first request, you don't have to redshirt when you go to your new team. So look for some changes. We saw Cody Mons' name there in the portal for Providence. Big Ten. This was Friday. Penn State beat Michigan Tech 2-1 and moved into the top 16 in the Frozen Four. But in overtime, double overtime, they lost to University of Michigan 2-1. So that puts the end to Penn State with Liam Soulier and Simon Mack. Been a good season for them, though. A little closer to home. What you've been looking for. Saturday in the CCHL, Cornwall lost 5-2 to Ottawa. But on Sunday, Hawkesbury turned the tables on Renfrew 4-1 after losing the first game. Carleton Place 4-2 winners over the Bears. That ties their series up. But Brockville 5-3 over Navan. That's a story in itself for sure. Tuesday, Hawkesbury's at Renfrew, Carleton Place at Smith Falls, and Navan makes the trip to Brockville. On Wednesday, back-to-back games, Bears and Carleton Place, and Cornwall is in Ottawa. Didn't get my usual graphics done for this, but there's the standings in the series. Series A, 2-0 for Ottawa over Cornwall. Series B, 7th place Brockville Braves, 3-0 over 2nd place Navan Grads. And the other two series, C and D, are both tied. Here's your leading scorers. Well, the Braves have a bit of an advantage here. They played an extra game, but it's so nice to look and see leading scorers in the CCHL, and it's dominated by the Brockville Braves. Well, I guess that's it for Monday for this last week in March. We'll see everyone tomorrow morning. Thanks for viewing.